Hi there, welcome to Pet Loss Support with Joanne. My name is Joanne Berg. I'm a certified grief educator and a trained therapist with over 20 years of experience. On this channel, all forms of grief are witnessed without judgment. And yes, I can help you on this difficult journey. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So today, I want to talk about another complication on top of an already complicated topic in pet loss. What happens when you lose a pet that you loved, while at the same time you had mixed feelings about them? First of all, what you are feeling is normal. There is no wrong way to grieve, only your way. Maybe your pet was challenging, perhaps they were aggressive, difficult to care for, or brought up stressful memories, yet you cared deeply for them nonetheless. If you are watching, some of this may resonate with you. I can help you get started towards finding peace in the middle of this whirlwind of mixed emotions. So today, I'm going to discuss 1, why this grief feels so different. 2, an excerpt from one of my clients' stories about his experience. And 3, some ideas about ways to start untangling and coping with mixed emotions. So why does this grief feel so different? When you've had a complicated bond with a pet, your grief may not look like everyone else's. You might feel you don't have the right to grieve, or you may be embarrassed to admit the relationship was sometimes difficult. People often expect pet loss, or any loss for that matter, to be purely heartbreaking, so it can feel unsafe to share the relief on top of the heartache. But grief is never one size fits all. Love and frustration can coexist in any relationship. Missing your pet and feeling relieved at the same time does not make you a bad person. It makes you human. So one of my clients has given me permission to share his story so he might be able to help others. Hi, Joanne. My family adopted Morley as a puppy. He was fiercely protective and loved us fiercely too. He was great with our children. However, he was also unpredictable. While there were moments of affection, there were also moments of fear and frustration. Our vet visits were stressful, social interactions difficult, and daily life often tense. We even hired a trainer, but with little result. My wife and I always felt that we were to blame. When Morley passed away, I felt guilty because part of me was relieved. He was hard to manage, and now I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. I am confused and devastated all at once. This has also started bringing back memories of my father, with whom I also had a complicated relationship. When he passed away, I felt many emotions as well. You have also helped me start to untangle this without feeling embarrassed that I equated a human loss with a pet loss. I do not feel so overwhelmed anymore. I am pleased that our sessions have given me an opportunity to express myself freely and honestly. You have also showed that what I feel is a normal grief reaction. But grief feels really messy. This is such a powerful example of how grief can carry many emotions at once. Sadness, guilt, relief, frustration, they can all live side by side. This current loss can also bring up memories of similar losses, and that doesn't make the grief less real. It also deserves to be witnessed without judgment. So here are some general ways that may help you untangle and cope with these mixed emotions. Name the grief. In the middle of complicated feelings, it can feel almost impossible to sort them out. One moment you might feel sorrow, the next relief, then guilt about that relief. Wow, Naming your grief means pausing to gently acknowledge each feeling without judgment. You can say, I feel sad that my pet is gone. I feel relieved that the struggle is over. I feel so guilty that I feel both. But what wasn't complicated was that I stuck with my pet throughout their life and cared for them like I would have for one of my own children. I now realize that this loss has brought back memories of other similar losses. This kind of honest labeling may help what you feel a lot clearer. It's like untangling a ball of string, one knot at a time. Once you've named your feelings, you can begin to look at the full picture of your relationship. You may want to ask yourself, what did my pet bring into my life, even with their challenges? What did I learn about patience, resilience, or care from loving them? How did they shape who I am? If you notice that your pet's passing has also reactivated unresolved feelings about a complicated human relationship, try acknowledging that openly. It may take some time. Working with a certified grief educator can provide support as you sort through the overlap between your current grief and past hurts. This balanced perspective allows you to honor both the love and the difficulty. You may choose to start by speaking with a professional that can help you find meaning and reduce the weight of guilt. It may take only a few sessions. And please remember to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Feeling relief doesn't erase love, and feeling sadness doesn't erase the struggles. You don't need to fit anyone else's definition of grief. By showing yourself the same compassion you would show a friend, you open the door to your own peace. Try distracting yourself with something that brings you joy. For example, you could play a game online. You could cook, or even binge watch a TV show. Having moments of peace doesn't mean that you are not dealing with your pain. It helps you step back and process things. In closing, if you're grieving a pet you had mixed feelings about, remember, you are allowed to feel whatever comes up. Please subscribe and comment. Have you experienced mixed feelings about the death of your own pet? Have other complicated relationships resurfaced for you? I would love to hear about your particular experience. When you are ready, I am here. Please reach out through my website, petlossandbereavement.com, or Google my full name, Joanne Faith Berg. Take care and see you next time.